Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally doing this very highly requested video of mine of how to use a Derma Roller, how to get rid of acne scars, how to get rid of fine lines, hyperpigmentation at a very affordable rate. Now for those of you that don't know what a Derma Roller is, I'll just show you right here because I've got a couple in front of me. It is basically like a little rolling pin but with loads of spikes on the end of it at varying different lengths. So the art of derma rolling and what it is and what it is supposed to do. So as you guys can see, or hopefully you can see, but it's not as bad as it used to be, is that I have a lot of pitted scars in my skin. I've got rolling scars, box scars, ice pick scars, all the fancy names of the different types of scars. And I got that as a result of between the ages of 14 to 16, I used to get breakouts on my cheeks and I used to squeeze them, hack at them, do everything that you should not do when you get a breakout. And the weird and the funny thing is, after that age, I rarely got spots, but I had ruined my skin for pretty much for life. So what I had been doing was I'd been doing research into different ways of how to get rid of my scars that I have in the safest way possible, the most affordable way possible, and the least surgical route. So I really wanted to find something that was an easier option and a less painful option as well. Now initially when I was 30, I had this ablation thing done to my skin and it was like a laser being fired at my skin. It was so painful and it cost £300. £300 is incredibly unaffordable. It was for me. I asked for it as a gift for my 30th birthday. It improved my skin a tiny bit, but not as much as I would have hoped after spending that amount of money and going through that amount of pain. Because when I say it was painful, listen, it was painful, and I had numbing cream on my face as well. In the same salon that I was in, excuse me if I keep doing this, it is really hot. This is shiny. It's like, what's the time right now? 10:20 at night. I don't normally film at this time, but I really wanted to do it before, because what I normally tend to do is I do my derma rolling before bed, because your skin needs to rest and your skin is red and you don't want to go out looking like, you know, scary, like sunburnt but at night. So at the same salon that I was in, they also showed me a session of derma rolling, and I got scared because all I could see was blood on this woman's face, and she also told me it was £200 per session, and I was like, £200 for somebody to like roll needles over my face? Surely it's not that complicated. So I did a bit of research of my own, looked online a little bit, and came up with the best solution for me, which has worked, is tried and tested, and it cost under £20. That's the most important thing. So what you're supposed to do and what the purpose of the Derma Roller is you roll it over your skin onto the areas which are troubling you. And what it does is it causes very small pinpricks to your skin, so small that you can barely see them. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to encourage the natural collagen in your skin to heal those pinpricks and basically fill out the scars. So the same way when you cut yourself all over and then you get a scab that covers it over, that is the extra collagen working to protect that area. So basically we are intentionally damaging our skin so that it will then fill out those areas. Now the safest way to do this and the best way to do it is every 6 weeks. Some people tend to do it every day, some people do it every week. But the thing is that even though you think that, oh, it's been so long since I've done it, you don't realize that your skin is working and healing underneath. It's no different to when you use new skincare. You don't generally see immediate results. You generally tend to see results after 6 to 8 weeks. And that is how long it takes your skin to naturally repair itself from inside to the out. So if you want to do this properly, please follow my instructions and do it every 6 weeks. For those people that don't tend to do it at a more shorter time span, it's probably because their scarring isn't so bad and they're not using an instrument which has got needles as long as this one. So when I first started, and by the way, I've done about 5 to 6 sessions of this. I kind of stopped and then started again, and it's just about getting myself into the habit of doing it because it's late at night when I do it as well. Sometimes I'm just like, I want to go to bed. Obviously I want to wash my face, go to sleep, and it's a bit of a faff. But After the past, I'd probably say 6 months of me doing it every 6 weeks, I have genuinely seen amazing results. You guys have noticed it yourself on here when you guys have said to me, oh, your skin's looking a lot better. I haven't changed cameras or anything. It's still the same evil Canon ATD HD, which shows things that the normal naked eye does not show. You guys have said it yourself that you've noticed it. So I know it's not just me imagining it. But anyway, so this is good for getting rid of acne scars. It takes time, it reduces them and reduces them and reduces them, and the whole purpose is that eventually you're left with the most beautiful skin ever. Now obviously I'm in the process of that happening, and hopefully you guys will come along the journey with me when you guys see me video after video after video, and you'll notice how much my skin has changed. Now, it also helps with reducing fine lines in the same sort of way, hyperpigmentation as well. So it has a loads of different purposes. If you guys remember, I had surgery on my face about a year and a half ago. I had a giant cyst removed from my face, and they stitched it up and they left a scar. That scar is almost flat now, and that is because I have been rolling this over it. Oh, I can't wait to take this makeup off. It's so hot in here. Oh my gosh, I need to pin up my hair as well, sticking to my neck. I hope that that kind of explains in the simplest way possible what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. Now again, it's up to you how many places on your face you want to roll. I generally tend to roll pretty much all over my face just for consistency's sake. My forehead is fine. I don't have any wrinkles on my forehead because I've got a really small forehead. I don't have any fine lines yet. Hopefully it's because I'm doing all this stuff to my face, so I'm actually stopping them from forming. And I just generally tend to focus more definitely on my cheek areas here where I have the majority of my scarring. I tend to roll over it a couple of times, and I apply an even amount of pressure. The purpose is not to draw blood. So don't think that, oh, there's no blood coming, so I'm not pressing hard enough. That is not the purpose of it. It's just a side effect. Sometimes certain areas of your face may be a little bit more delicate than other, and a little bit of bleeding may occur. So don't force yourself to push really hard, because the thing is, you are going to use numbing cream. Now I tend to use numbing cream. Let me go through the things that I'm going to use and show you how I do it. So the first one that I've got is my Derma Roller. I got from Amazon. I'll link it below. It was a couple of pounds. It is a 2.5mm roller. The thing is, I actually moved from 1.5mm to 2.5 when I realized that the scars were not healing as quickly as I would have liked, and the fact that I know that I've got quite deep scars, and I knew that I could handle any pain that may come as a result of using a slightly longer needle. So I have gone up from 1.5 to 2.5. This is the box, and this is what it looks like. I don't know what that brand is, whether it's a legit brand, I don't care. It's from Amazon and it does the job. Seriously, £200 to stick needles in my face that I can do myself. Yeah, okay. So you need a Derma Roller, of course, which is the most important thing. By the way, I'm going to do a little giveaway at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. And it comes in normally a plastic container like this. And here is the evil looking needles that you can see. See, it should move very smoothly and easily like that. Now, another thing that you need if you want to be safe, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you the safest option. You could choose to ignore it at your own face's risk, be it. I have got some pure alcohol here. This again cost me a few pounds. It's from the Nail and Beauty link. I will link it below. It's 100% pure alcohol. Now, considering that I have used this quite a few times, it's right up here. That's how much I've used. And what I use this for is to sterilize my Derma Roller. It is very, very important to sterilize anything you're sticking into your skin. You don't want to get any infections. I also stopped for a long time because I had eczema on my face. Do not do it if you have eczema. Do not do it if you have any live spots on your face, because all you're going to do is puncture those areas and move the bacteria to somewhere else on your face. So even if you're going to get annoyed that, oh my God, I've got eczema, well, I had to wait. I had to wait until it was gone before I could roll over it again, because it will really aggravate the eczema and it will really aggravate the spots. If you got one spot, you'll wake up tomorrow with 5. Is it really worth it? No. And then another thing that I use is this called Emla Cream, 5% lidocaine stroke Prelocaine, very fancy. 5-gram cream without dressing for topical anesthesia. So basically it's numbing cream. Now I bought this from an online chemist, and these online chemists give you a bit of hassle if they are, because some of them will ask you what you want it for. I told the truth. I was like, I want it for derma rolling. They were like, we're very sorry, this product is not for derma rolling. It is for people who want to have injections or tattoos. And I was like, right, I'll remember that for next time. So I went to another online chemist, and when they asked me what I wanted, I looked at their description of what they claim it's for, and I just typed in, I'm going to get a tattoo. According to this company, my whole body should be covered in tattoos by now. Link it below for you guys. I'll just link the name and you Google it yourselves, because I don't want them to know it's coming from this channel, and then for you guys to have problems later on ordering if you have watched this video 6 months later. So these are the things that you need. You need to completely wash your face, remove all makeup, which I'm going to do. I'm getting sweatier by the second on camera. I really need to take it off, take off my earrings, my nose stud, my lashes, everything. And then what you're going to do first, while I am washing this off of my face, you need some sort of something like this, like a mug, a cup or something. I've got my mum's kettle here, people. My arm's hurting, it's heavy. And you need to fill it up with a little bit of hot water and then put your derma roller in. That's enough, not that much. Then take your alcohol, take your hot water, and just put in a blob. That is literally it. And then take your derma roller and plonk it in and leave it there for a little while to soak. And that will sterilize your derma roller to make sure that there are no bugs or germs or anything like that at all, so that you don't compromise your skin whatsoever. So while that soaks there, I'm going to remove all of this makeup, wash my face, and then I will come back and then we can start with the rest of the process, which starts off with numbing the face. Okay, so I am back barefaced. There is literally nothing on my face at all. I just washed it with some Kiehl's face wash. I think I'm just going to clip my hair back because it is so hot. Oh look, pineapple hair. It is so hot in London. I can't even tell you, my hair is actually sticking to my neck. I hope that will stay. Right, okay. So now what you got to do is just take your derma roller out where it is soaked, sterilized. And then I am literally just going to put it on the side just to dry. Alcohol dries very quickly, so it doesn't matter. So don't worry, you won't hurt yourself or anything like that. Okay, so now we are going to use the numbing cream, which is the Emla Cream. Now, what I tend to do is I literally use the entire amount of this 5 grams. It covers pretty much my entire face, which will be my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, my chin, my upper lip, and everywhere else. And what they say is, they say to apply a thin layer. So that's generally what I tend to do, and then I just go over any extra areas with whatever is left. But you need one of these to cover your whole face. Right, so that is it. As you saw, I was applying it to my face. I was not rubbing it in. It is not that kind of cream, regardless of whether it's called Emla Cream or not. You're not meant to rub it into your skin. You're also not meant to let it dry on your face. So the time is currently, oh my god, it's already 11:15. So I normally just wait to see. I start to poke my face after a little while, because you do start to get a strange sensation. It's not painful, it doesn't burn, so it's nothing scary that any of you have to be worried about. But just keep an eye on it to make sure that it's not drying, and then I will remove it before I can use the derma roller. So I will be back shortly. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, and as you can see, it has started to dry in places, which you don't want, but unfortunately it can't be helped. Now this is the way that I check to see if my face is numb enough. Nail. Yeah. Seems to be okay. And one thing you need to remember is, even once you remove this, it continues to work and continues to make your face feel a little bit more numb. So don't get worried and don't get scared. So all you need is a wet flannel to remove all the residue, and then go and wash your face completely. Okay, so I've just washed my face with water. It feels really weird. You know that feeling you get when you go to the dentist and you can't feel your top lip properly? Feels like that. Plus you can see a line almost of where you have numbed the skin. It's really weird. Okay, so everything feels a bit odd now, and I look a bit pale. Yeah, that is just it getting to work. So now all you have to do is start to roll. Press with a medium amount of pressure. Do not press too hard because you can't feel it. You're not supposed to feel it. That's why you've numbed the skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in an upward downward motion, and then I'm going to go side to side, and then go over certain areas. You'll notice me going over more than others because those are my more problem areas, which are my cheeks and over my forehead. And then sometimes I get a little bit carried away, but that's fine. So I'm just going to get started now. Right, so I have now gone over my face twice. You can see in certain places they look a lot more red than others. For example, being my forehead, and that a simple reason for that, and the most obvious reason, is that there is obviously less skin on your forehead. The skin is more thin on your forehead and your bone is here, and your cheeks have got more fat in them, so that's why they tend to work with it a lot better. I have drawn a little bit of blood in a few places, and that's nothing to be concerned about. I haven't done it on purpose, like I said, it's just how it is. So I'm going to now go over my face a couple more times until I'm happy with it, and then we will finish off. I will show you my aftercare and let you know what to expect over the next couple of days after derma rolling, so that you're not surprised and shocked and think, what has she made me do to my face? Okay, so I'm not going to go over my nose again. My nose is red, Rudolph. I'm not going to go over my forehead again. I'm going to now concentrate on this area here and this area here, as these are my more problem areas, and these areas are where my deeper scars are as well. So before I finish this off, I'm going to press a little bit harder in just those areas, because I know they're the more stubborn ones, and they're the ones that require the needle to go in a lot more deeper than the other areas of my face. Okay, so now my face is nice and red. So now what I would suggest is to go and run some cold water over your face to get rid of, I've got a little bit of blood here, just to freshen your face, because now it feels really, really tight, and just to remove any residue of anything that may be hanging around on your face, to make sure there's no bacteria, infections or anything like that, which is likely. Okay, so now you should be able to see that my face looks even more red than it did before. Now I have obviously thrown water over my face. Blood is rushing to my skin. Now my skin is starting to behave like the way that it would after it had been injured, after you've fallen, cut yourself and whatever it is. Blood is rushing to my cheeks. My face feels kind of sore, but not like painful sore, but just tight and sore. So now the best thing to do pretty much immediately is to apply some sort of serum or oil to help moisturize your skin, because it's going to be feeling really, really dry. And to make sure that you use this pretty much every night for the next 5 days. So what I tend to use, or have been using recently, is The Ordinary's 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. It's an oil, it's moisturizing, it makes my face feel a lot less sore and a little less tight as well, and then helps with the healing process. Oh my god, my skin feels so much better already, even though I am very aware that I look like I have got sunburn. Now my skin feels really, really soft. That is the first thing you're going to notice, that your skin feels really soft. Don't be alarmed that I look like this. I will not look like this tomorrow. Trust me, it's just because it is fresh and we have just done it, and it looks like I've been lying in the sun way too long. But that is the best thing to do, is to apply a really nice moisturizing oil all over your face, the same way you would do if you were getting ready for bed. Now you can understand why I say to you guys that if you do this, make sure you're doing it before you go to bed, because your face is still going to feel a little bit sore and a little bit uncomfortable, and the best thing to do is to sleep it off. When you wake up in the morning now, you're going to notice that your face is still a little bit red, but it's going to feel really, really smooth, look really, really plump. If anything, it's going to look like your skin is amazing, because that is that first flush of everything just looking youthful and glowy. Now, I generally tend to not wear makeup the following day. That is down to personal preference. I would personally advise you not to. Let your skin breathe, moisturize it, because your skin is going to start to heal and it's going to start feeling very dry and very tight. And the best thing to do, I would say, is to not wear any makeup. Today is Sunday. I'm not going to wear any makeup on Monday, but I will do on Tuesday. Now, by Tuesday, you are going to notice that your skin, or sorry, 2 days later, you're going to notice that your skin is starting to feel very dry and look very, very flaky and start to feel like sandpaper. Now, that is how it will be on day 2. Day 3, it will feel even more sandpapery and very, very dry, which is why it is important to moisturize your skin a lot. If you are going to wear makeup, and I will be, I generally tend to wear quite emollient moisturizing foundations. For example, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick, which is a dewy foundation, the Stila Serum Aqua Glow foundation as well. If you use a matte kind of foundation, it will happen like it does with any dry skin on the face and make it a lot more obvious that it's there. When it comes to day 4 now, and my skin is starting to flake, I use something like this, which is the Grounded face scrub by Grounded Body Scrub. It's quite an affordable face scrub and it is very, very abrasive. I go in hard and I scrub and I scrub and I get rid of all that dead skin. And then by the time it gets to day 5, which is Friday, you'll wake up in the morning, there may still be a little bit of dryness, but it'll be almost completely gone and your skin will be looking amazing. But bear in mind, it is still healing. And the good thing about this is their body scrubs and their face scrubs have got oil in them. So as much as you are exfoliating your face and removing that dead skin, you're moisturizing it at the same time. But in the meantime, continue to use whatever oil you do at night. When it comes to the following weekend, do your normal skincare routine and that sort of thing, and you will slowly notice over the weeks that your skin starts to look better and better and better. Now, doing derma rolling, you need to be aware of 2 things, and you need to have these 2 qualities within your personality. You need to have patience and you need to have perseverance. Do not think that it is going to happen overnight. Do not think it's going to happen within a couple of months either. This is something that takes time. When it comes to skin, rejuvenating the skin and growing new skin, it takes time. Bear in mind, I have been doing this now properly for about 6 months. And so far, I'm very, very happy with the results. I'm not expecting anything to happen overnight. And also bear in mind that I do this in conjunction with another skincare routine, my daytime and my nighttime one, which has also completely changed. I've been using acids and retinoids, whatever they're called, and those sort of things, of which I promise you guys I will do a separate video. But for now, I will bid you guys good night. It is 11:15 at night. I hope you guys are glad that I finally did this video. I just didn't get around to doing it because it's so late at night and I normally am trying to get ready for bed by now. I look ridiculous, but hey, that's how it's supposed to be. So I hope you guys found this useful and helpful. And as I said, I was going to do a giveaway for you guys. I will open this up internationally. Basically, I am going to be giving one of you guys a Derma Roller and some of the Emla Cream. Now, what happened is the company that I ordered my 2.5 from accidentally sent me one, which is 1mm. And then I said to them, you sent me the wrong one. They said, keep this one and we'll send you a new one. So this is one which has 1mm. So for those of you out there that have kind of moderate-ish sort of scarring on your face or fine lines especially, you will like this. And then I'm going to give one of you an Emla Cream as well. So all you have to do is make sure you are a subscriber to my channel. Make sure that you actually do want the 1mm. Don't just like enter for the sake of it. If you've got any comments or questions like that about this, please feel free to ask me below and I will make sure that I definitely answer the question. I know sometimes I don't always reply to comments because it can be quite difficult when you've got lots of videos up at the same time. But I'll definitely make sure to keep an eye on this one so that I can answer anything for you guys. If you want to enter the competition, you need to write that you are entering the competition. And please guys, I've had this before with giveaways, turn on your notifications. The amount of times that I have chosen a winner and then they have never bothered to reply and you have basically cost somebody else a chance of winning because you didn't bother to respond to me. So Hopefully you will turn on your notifications to see whether or not you have won. If you just want to comment just to ask a question, also just write that below. That's perfectly fine. This is open internationally as well, and I will leave the competition open for 1 week. Sorry, the giveaway open for 1 week. Other than that, I hope you guys are wonderful and great and you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all end up with fabulously beautiful skin. And I'm going to bed now. Good night.